just as I started this video, not really in the most ideal colours. We're actually wearing City colours today as we are taking on Man City in the league. So we've had a pretty good run of it so far, but I feel as though FIFA has been patched a little bit. It feels a little different for me. Teams seem to be a hell of a lot better as well. Like, I've had quite a few draws, like 1-1 draws, games that I've won 2-1 late. And teams have been scoring very early on against me. So it was just over the weekend that it really seemed like that. So I'm not sure if it was the case for everyone else or just me, or if FIFA really has been patched, which I wouldn't mind, because when I was talking with one of my mates, I kind of am in between. I guess playing on professional and playing on world class. Like, if I play on world class, normally the games are quite boring. There's a lot of the game that's held up in the midfield, and etc, etc. Whereas if we play on professional, normally it is a wee bit more free flowing, but there are a lot more chances, I guess, probably down our end than anything. Good save there by Joe Hart as he keeps that one out. So we've started off well. That's another good save from Joe Hart. Ref! I was going to say, Aguero just mugged me off the ball. Give him a card. Absolutely just mugged me off the ball. We're going to have a go from here. And that is terrible. That's why I don't take free kicks in this game. I don't take shots at goal from free kicks because I am absolutely terrible. But, like, apart from that, it still was good. Like, it was really enjoyable to have those games where I went down 1-0 early and had to fight back. I actually had a loss, I think, against Stoke, 1-0, which was quite surprising. I really thought I was going to go and win that game, considering I did beat Liverpool the game before. So I'm not really too sure entirely what happened there, but it is a lot more fun, and I am really enjoying it a lot more, rather than just going out and being, I guess, expected to win most games. Did Aguero not get a yellow card for that challenge against me? He better have. But some good news as well on, I guess, the player front. Jordan Ayew is back from injury, and he has come back with a bang. He scored quite a lot of goals for me since he has returned, so I am really happy about that he is going and contributing, which is what he did at the start of the season. The start of the season, you will remember, he was quite destructive, scoring, well, he did score a majority of our goals, and then Mbolo kind of took over, and Ayew suffered that horror injury. But another player I'm really happy with, another guy who has just come back from injury. I'm not sure what it is about players returning from injury, but they just seem, for me, to be doing really well. And that is my young right winger from Spain, Adama, who came back from injury, and I think he had about 4 shots on target, scored 2 goals, and hit the post a couple of times as well. What are you doing to me, Raheem? It's a great save from Jack Butland. But Raheem Sterling was just given so much time to move. And that's a poor ball. We really do have to be careful. I think City are leading the league, or they could be second. I think they may be second and Chelsea are first. Not after, Chelsea's form lately in real life, but obviously in this they aren't doing too bad. That's a good intercept from Sinclair. Oh, not a good pass though. Scotty Sinclair, what is that? Oh, where's Grealish? Should be making that overlapping run. I think he was more in the centre. Mangala, what are you doing? That is clinical. That should be 1-0. Oh, Joe Hart has just made another outstanding save. He has been impressive so far this game. Speaking of impressive, we obviously have to talk about what happened on the weekend. Obviously, James Vardy scoring in his 11th consecutive game, so he now does hold the Premier League record for most consecutive games with a goal. So he has 11 now, and he wouldn't put it past him probably to go and score that 12th. I think Leicester are playing Swansea, so a lot of people saying that he could potentially go and break his own record next week, but he obviously was tied up with Ruud van Nistelrooy, the great Ruud van Nistelrooy, former United striker, who, obviously was 10 games. So it's good. I mean, that he's got that record on his own. Just quite incredible that he has scored 11 consecutive games. I think someone was saying, I think it was my, I can't remember who it was now, but someone was saying, I think he scored a hat-trick in one of the games as well. I could be wrong. Deflection, De Bruyne, that was looking dangerous. Akor's another player who's been doing incredible for me lately. Really has developed into a starting centre-back for me. Great save there by Butland, punch and clear. And that is going to be half-time. So in a very eventful first half with a few chances being created at both ends. Raheem Sterling obviously broke through our defence and just left them. I don't know what my defenders were doing. I don't know what I was doing. But just left us, I don't know. I don't even know what he did, what he was doing. But just left us looking stupid. And that there has almost left us looking stupid as well. Silly passes. Was that off? It could have been a foul. Must have been offside. I remember a game. I was playing a game over the weekend. Just getting sort of this, well, getting up to this stage, we should say. And a Bongaloo was playing. And he was about the last man. And he just got absolutely mugged off the ball by, I can't remember, it was from a corner. It was like a quick reset down the field. A Bongaloo just got absolutely mugged off the ball. And then he goes back and slightly leans in with his shoulder. And the ref's like, nah, free kick. And it's like, ref, you kidding me? Oh, it's bad from Clichy. It's very bad from Clichy. It's very bad from Mbolo as well. Trying to make things count. Mbolo, you should be rocketing that one in. I know it's your weak foot, but you should be doing something with it. City obviously started off, well, we started off with a bang more than anything. City's kind of haven't, well, City haven't really been in this game, which is surprising. Home game for City. I was going to say in front of all their fans at the Etihad, but I remember the Etihad doesn't fill. So, but this is better from them. We've got to watch out. I mean, you've got Aguero, you've got Toure who can knock in those long-range shots. You've got De Bruyne as well. Speaking of, there he is there, De Bruyne, just getting to the ball just before. I don't even know who they're running with at the moment. I know they'll have Aguero up front by himself. Silva's playing, Toure's playing, De Bruyne's playing. Jesus Navas is playing as well, and Sterling. Oh, one up front, 5 in the midfield. Oh, you should be finishing it off, son. Should have put that away. Joe Hart with another save. He's been outstanding. That's about his 4th point-blank range save today for Joe Hart. And we've got a man, I'm not sure who that is. I think it may be Vitort. Oh, no. Who is it? Oh, no, it's Scotty Sinclair. What's he done? We can't tell. Right, we'll bring on the man who we were talking up in the pre-game, Adama, who has got 20 minutes to do something here. So hopefully that injury from Scotty Sinclair isn't as serious. Well, hopefully it's not serious. We don't know what it is because we don't have any sound. So it could be very interesting. I hope it's not super serious because he has been, you know, probably one of our best players, if not our best player this season. So we've got Adama on now, who as I said, I was talking up in the pre-game. So hopefully he can do something. Almost with his first shot, he almost wraps one in to the far post, but not the case. And Man City live again by the skin of their teeth, you would say. They'll probably go down this other end and score now. Jack Butland, I think that was Richards on the line that cleared. What a game this has been. It hasn't been... Oh, and Bo, how'd you miss out on that? He had it and then he lost it. This is risky from Toure. Sorry, Fernandinho. He does get around in the end, but things could have ended so differently for him there. It wasn't Vitort. Not that I like seeing players go down, and obviously Scott Sinclair is a very valuable player to the side, and that's a good chance. I think it was Aguero, but just couldn't get it on target. Obviously, it is never good to see players going down, but I would prefer probably for me a winger to go down rather than like a centre midfielder that we do obviously have that lack of depth in. Adama, I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there. Should have hit the cross earlier, but great end-to-end stuff. There's Scott Sinclair. He was just sitting in the stand. So hopefully not as serious as first thought. A call was on hand there to try and tap that one in had it been misplaced. And now City are on the counter with just 2 minutes left in the game. 2 minutes injury time. What a game this has been. And Bolo, that is a great tackle from you, son. You are playing up front. You've come all the way back just to get there. Get there, Vitort. Get there, Vitort. Oh, mate. Run a bit harder. 0-0 draw against City, so they gain a point, we gain a point. No positional changes, I would say. We could potentially drop to 4th. But a good result at the Etihad against City. Game really could have gone either way. Both teams had very good chances that they probably should have gone and put away. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I've got some more Don Bradman, My Career Reborn, starting off in the Big Bash League there with a new team that I've never played with in the game. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. As I said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.